Hello and welcome back to our Manchester University walking series. Today we are continuing our journey through the city's academic heart, exploring the backside of the University of Manchester and the Students' Village and the vibrant campus of the Manchester Metropolitan University, widely known as the MMU. We are beginning near the Oxford Road and in the Cam Gardens, just beside the Arthur Lewis Building and the Waterloo Palace. But before that, let's see some highlights. Yes, so as I said, we are beginning near the Oxford Road and the gardens, which are just beside the Arthur Lewis Building and the Waterloo Place. This is a perfect spot to pause, a quiet atmosphere and a view into the academic legacy of this area. The Arthur Lewis Building is named after Sir Arthur Lewis, who is a pioneering economist and the first black professor in the British University. He won the Nobel Prize in Economics in 1979 and remains an inspiration across the global academic community. It's home to the University School of Social Sciences. So across the street, you'll find the Alliance Business School, but also the Navarro Lounge and BrewDog Manchester Outspot, two very popular spots among students and staff and visitors alike. These aren't just great for food and drink, they are social anchors in the area. The Navarro Lounge offers relaxed, cozy setting with a menu full of comfort, food and vegetarian options, while BrewDog is a craft beer lover's paradise with trendy industrial decor and outdoor seating, perfect for Manchester's sunnier days. And at the far end on this line is the Executive Education Centre, Alliance Manchester's Business School. So from here, we begin walking down towards Higher Cambridge Street. On the way, we pass Bridgeford Street, home to some of the university's humanities building, particularly for archaeology, social sciences and linguistics. And adjacent to it, it's the car park on Higher Chatham Street, a large multi-level parking structure frequently used by staff, students and visitors alike. And at the far end there on the right hand side, standing tall and strikingly modern, is the Hyatt Regency Manchester, which opened its doors in 2018. It's a sleek addition into the skyline with beautiful interiors and panoramic city views. And this place actually supports the university's many conferences, guests and events throughout the academic calendar. It's a building that clearly stands out from the rest, not just because of the height, but also because of its architectural style. And now we're coming to the Cambridge Street, or Higher Cambridge Street, one of the quieter roads on the campus, but it hides some important landmarks. And you will see as we stroll along, there will be a dental school, which is a part of the hospital here in Manchester, and part of the Manchester University NHS Foundation Trust. It's both a treatment center and a teaching hospital, training future dentists and oral specialists. And next to it, we also have the Coupland Building, one of the original university buildings dating back to the late 19th century. It still remains that distinctive Victorian red brick architecture that many associate with Manchester's academic landscape. But also it's on this street where we have the main library that I'm going to do in a video in future. A massive resource center with they say over 4 million printed books, manuscripts and journals, and special collections. And it opens it's open to students from both universities and often used by researchers from around the world. So now we are back to the area where we had the hotel, the Hyatt Regency. And this stretch forms the beginning of what many refers to as the student village. You'll notice a higher concentration of students' residences here. Places like Copper House, a sleek, modern student accommodation block offering ensuite rooms, gyms, and communal study spaces. And just across, we will have a Peace Garden, which is a Chinese a food place. It's right on our left hand side, but unfortunately we can't see it. And then right in front is the Emoji restaurant, which offers a fusion of Asian cuisine and in a fun setting. There are a few businesses around here. For example, there's the MU Printing, and it's a trusted shop that caters for students and needs during, especially for example, dissertation, binding, printing posters, flyers, you name it. And across from it, you can't miss the St. Charles Goves Hall, one of the Unite students' accommodation. It's been here for decades and remains a staple for undergrads, offering both private and shared flats with proximity to both universities. They're not very tall buildings, but it's just a number of them, and they can accommodate many students here. So let's continue further down. So we crossed the Rosamond Street, and we now enter the territory of the Manchester Metropolitan University, a campus known for creativity, innovation, and real-world learning. And it's on this street where we find, for example, the Union, a social and advocacy space for Manchester Metropolitan students. And just ahead is one of the university's most recent additions, a School of Digital Arts, SODA, which was opened in 2021. And on our left-hand side, these are the Loxford Gardens. It's a tranquil spot that offers a chance to pause, reflect, and read between classes. On our right-hand side is the Manchester Metropolitan Business and Law School, a steel and glass design, contrasting sharply with the more traditional architecture we saw earlier, symbolizing how this university is redefining the learning spaces. So now we are inside this underpass, the Graffiti Tunnel under the Mancunian Way, one of Manchester's busiest ring roads. This underpass is alive with urban street, filled with ever-changing graffiti from local and international artists. It's gritty, expressive, and very Manchester. In fact, this tunnel has become something of a cultural landmark in its own right. And above us here is the Mancunian Way. It was built in 1960 and connects major parts of the city, and it is key to Manchester's post-industrial transformation. It symbolizes connectivity, modernity, and movement that defines the vibrant metropolis. And yet there's another tunnel just before we emerge on the other side. But let's have a look at where we are coming from. So as we emerge from this tunnel, we are greeted by two towering residences. On the left-hand side is the Unite Students' new Medlock House. This one right here. And on the right-hand side, it will be the John Dalton West. This area is now the home of science and engineering faculties at the MMU, continuing the city's legacy of innovation and discovery. And this, as we walk up to the Chester Street, just at the junction here, this area here is more of a residential area. Though still heavily populated by students, there is a mix of students and people and working class. So as we said, this is the area where, or the hub for sciences and engineering. There is a statue that we're going to see here that features someone who was very important in science. But the building on our right hand side is a major academic block. It's the faculty for Metropolitan University Faculty of Sciences and Engineering, housing everything from chemistry labs to usability testing rooms and advanced computer facilities. And just like many parts of Manchester, look at this, the mix of the old and the new. And before we end this video, we're going to visit that statue, and then we can call it a day. It's a very, very beautiful area, but as usual, because of the times when I record my videos, it doesn't look as busy. But on a regular day during the week, this place would be packed with activity. And if we go all the way down this street, that will bring us to the Oxford Road, which is at the end where you see the towers. And in this plaza here, that's where the feature of that sculpture that I was talking about is actually resting, and that's John Dalton statue. Dalton was a pioneer of modern chemistry and atomic theory. He was a proud Mancunian, and his work laid the foundation for modern scientific understanding. He is the namesake of John Dalton Building, just behind him. So we are going to end our video here. A busy yet serene space where students come to learn, focus and collaborate. Thank you for joining us on this walking tour through one of Manchester's most student-friendly, historic and future-focused areas. From Nobel prize-winning legacies to digital art labs, from peaceful gardens to graffiti tunnels. This place is full of surprises. If you enjoyed the walk, be sure to like the video, subscribe for more virtual tours, and let us know in the comments where you'd like us to explore next. Whether you're planning to study here, to visit, or just love learning about new places, we hope this gave you a feel of what this part of Manchester looks like and why it is so special. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.